Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well out there in the world of community pharmacy, and you had an enjoyable Easter break, and hopefully had got plenty of eggs to eat over Easter. So just a quick video today, just to touch on a few things, updating the delivery service, lateral flow tests for teams, and developments maybe around that. And I'll talk about the Pharmacy First approved list as well through this. So first things first, the delivery service. So appreciate it's now into April, and there was a review was due before the end of March as to whether it would be extended. It's been a bit of a protracted discussion on this, but actually there's not been any real pushback from Scottish Government. It's just things like the funding and getting the circular out, etc. But the delivery service will continue to the end of April, and that's broadly in line with the government's roadmap, I suppose, in Scotland out of lockdown. So if you think the 26th of April is the next big milestone for us, and we're all hoping that that goes the right way, so we can go get out and about a bit more and meet friends and family and things in different ways. Then yeah, the delivery service, that stay at home, stay local message still being in place. It makes sense that it goes to the end of April, so funding will come with that, and the official circular should be on its way hopefully in the next day or two. But it's just conscious that teams need to be endorsing. It's a bit of extra work for you guys at the minute out there, so need to get that message to you. Yeah, so lateral flow testing. Yeah, I think the first thing to say around lateral flow testing is that for you guys, we know the majority of the network has signed up to receive lateral flow tests to ensure your own safety and to ensure that you're tested regularly as part of the health and social care and education strategy around lateral flow tests. So you're included as part of that. Scottish Government see you as a key part of the healthcare system that requires these tests, so that you can take them to keep your awareness around positive tests, etc., and to keep you guys working as well, and ensuring that you're safe. So these tests should, if they've not already made their way to you on the front line. So don't worry. Understanding is it is being worked through, and it's just the logistics of getting every single pharmacy, I suppose, furnished with these tests. But hopefully, if you haven't received them, you will do soon. I think as well, it's probably worth noting that the Pharmacy Collect service in England has been launched, where pharmacies in England are being asked to supply lateral flow tests to members of the public who wish to do the tests, and that's part of the wider strategy down south. In Scotland, I think government colleagues are looking at maybe a slightly different approach. So they're looking at the wider primary care team. I know early discussions, that obviously includes potentially a role for pharmacy within that. The First Minister is keen that all options are looked at as part of the testing strategy and testing policy in Scotland. So if there is any role for pharmacy, we'll keep you updated on that. But clearly it has to be right. It has to be, easy to do. You guys have got a lot to do as well. So, and it has to be right for the network and right for the public. So there's a few discussions, very early stage. I wouldn't expect anything even in the next week or two on that, but maybe by the end of the month we'll be in a clearer place to maybe say if pharmacy has a role. But as I say, Scottish Government are taking a slightly broader view on that, is my understanding at the minute as well. Pharmacy First. So this is in terms of the approved list reporter. So we get feedback on a relatively regular basis around what you guys on the front line feel should be in, or maybe even out of the approved list. A process has now been developed for that, to allow a regular review of that approved list. And we're playing our part in terms of capturing that data on behalf of the network, and we will pass that on to NHS board colleagues, who will then go through the proper process in line with how they develop and how they include and exclude things in their formularies. So again, managing expectations. If you send something into us, there's no guarantee it'll be taken in. They'll look at evidence base, they'll look at what's on the list already, all that type of stuff. They'll also, other things that our formulary considerations will happen as well. So it might not be included, but there is a process there for you to feedback and have a voice there, and we will put that in. Also, it'll not happen straight away. Obviously, it's not something that's going to be looked at even monthly. So it will be a process that will happen, 2 or 3 times a year. So there's not going to be, that monthly review of the approved list. But at least now we have a process and we have a mechanism where you can put in what you think. I think that's the main things for me. We're still pushing the manifesto messages in the lead up to the Scottish parliamentary elections as well. So yeah, we're doing that around IP, e-health, and vaccination within the community pharmacy network as well. So I think that's all from me today. So just everybody stay safe, look after yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.